happens.
Ugh.
It's quite sour.
Do you know what it tastes like?
Bitter. Go on.
A carpet shop smells.
Some people really love it, but a lot
God,
of people
that is weird.
don't. It's weird, isn't it? Let's go back to some baguette. Let's see if you can...
Today I'm back in the walled garden at my favourite hotel in the UK at Rudding Park, and we're looking at a selection of edible flowers that have been collected by the head gardener Sarah. Thank you so much for joining us today. You should really be addressed as Dr. Sarah, shouldn't you?
Well, only for people that I don't like.
Okay,
so you can call me Sarah,
okay,
that's
fine.
fine.
What was your doctorate in?
It was in nematodes, so invisible soil-borne worms and how you can use them to control leaf miner and other pests in plants.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
Because you practice organic no-dig here, don't you?
Yeah, so it's organic principles in the kitchen garden, which is an acre, and and we no-dig as well, so we feed the soil rather than feeding the plants. Nothing gets fertilised in here because it gets it all from the soil that we look after.
Wow, that's amazing. So these flowers we're going to try today. I recognise a couple of these kind of pansies, violas, and I know that nasturtiums. I've not eaten loads of them, to be honest, but I know that you can. Some of these I would just never ever eat. I don't think you're going to get me to try these because marigold, I can't stand the smell of them. But this cute little rabbit's tail, what's that?
Yeah, so this is anise hyssop, and obviously you need to check first before you start eating flowers, but we grow these for the chefs to use. They put them onto plates, they use them as garnishes, and some of them get used in the spa, in the hot tubs and the saunas, and some of them get used as botanicals in drinks as well. And anise hyssop is one of the chef's favourite plants, so you wouldn't bite into that, would you? It's a bit daunting.
I don't know, I was going to
you might.
whatever you tell me to do.
If you pick the little flowers off like that, you get this absolute pop of sweetness and aniseed or licorice. So it's super, super sweet without any sugars. And we use the leaves, the chefs use the leaves to make it into an ice cream, so anise hyssop ice cream. And it just naturally sweetens things and gives a richness. It expands the flavour. Works really well with things like rhubarb, sour plants.
I love that. And it has got a real intensity of sweetness. Could you use that like a tea or something?
Absolutely, yeah. So hyssop it's a medicinal herb, so you can absolutely use it for that sort of thing.
Okay, that's great. Is it related to the mint family? Because it's got a very square...
Yeah, well done, the square stem and the slightly serrated leaves. And look at the flowers as well, they're ever so slightly hooked over, like mint leaves, like nettles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah, great.
So let's have a look at something else. This is another one that we use quite often in, as a botanical, use it in cocktails. So this is blackcurrant sage. I would suggest you smell it, but maybe don't eat it because it's quite a strong flavour. So it smells a bit like lockets or Hall Soothers,
it does.
throat sweets. Very blackcurranty, but with a medicinal undertone.
Yeah.
It tastes quite almost acrid. It's like old sage. So if you have too much sage in your stuffing, it's a bit foisty. So it looks fantastic, and because it's that lovely deep purple, that in an ice cube, bobbing around in your Pimm's or your gin and tonic would really lift it for you.
I like that. Excellent.
You were saying you don't really like the smell of marigolds. This is my nemesis. So scented pelargoniums. Again, these can be candied. So normally you dip it into egg and then sugar. Nowadays we tend to dip it into agar and then sugar, so people with egg allergens can eat it. That's too strong a fragrance for me, but again, some people really love it. But not you. Right, let's move on and find something else that's
not a fan of
much
that one.
nicer. Let's have a go at this. So begonia. You can buy these in little punnets for £4 or £5 from Covent Garden Market, from your wholesalers, and they sell it as apple cress. And you wouldn't think that blousy Victorian begonia has
This is
that
like
sort of
munching
flavour.
on something on a roundabout in Harrogate town centre.
You're absolutely right.
If you were drunk on a night out and you went and just laid on the roundabout, this is breakfast.
Can you imagine calling somebody a begonia muncher? I mean, it's quite a thing, isn't it? But it's like a lemon sherbet, isn't it?
That is good.
Really, really zingy. And it's ever so glittery as well. So if you choose the single colour and you sprinkle that across your plate, across your salad, it really adds to the textures and the flavours. Not forgetting all of the micronutrients you'll be getting from it as well.
So you've got a restaurant here that they literally just come and you just pick whatever you've got and they just serve that straight off.
So everything we grow in here goes to all of our restaurants, but primarily we service 52, which is the brand new immersive fine dining restaurant that's been open since April last year. And the menu, you don't know what you're going to get when you go to eat. You get what they have been given by us that day.
Okay.
So the chefs see what we're growing, they know what's coming up, but we can give them things like oyster leaf, we can give them things like mangel wurzel, and they might not even know what it is, so they have to work out what they're going to do with it. So they pickle and preserve, and they dry, and they juice lots of our produce. So we've got things through the winter months, but we are now growing all the way through the year in the glass house under LEDs, so that we can give them fresh food every single day.
Wow. And we talk about reducing food miles, but we're talking food meters here, aren't we?
It is food meters, and it's super fresh. I mean, literally within minutes. Things like the alpine strawberries that turn to mush really quickly. They're very, very delicate. You only eat them as you pick them in the garden at home. We will pick those, and the chefs will put them onto desserts and serve them a few minutes later, because they are only at their best when they're super, super fresh.
Right.
So yeah, absolutely. It's quite fun watching them coming out after they think we've gone home, so they can help themselves to something. But again, what a great collaboration for us. It's really stretching us as growers. We're growing things that we didn't know were edible, and they're trying things that they didn't know could be used in the kitchen. So it's great.
Cool. What have we got next?
Right, cornflowers. I would say cornflower is the least exciting to try.
Okay.
It
looks really pretty.
It looks really pretty because you get such a range of flavours. You've got the purples, the blues, the pinks and the whites. So if you pick them off individually and put them across a plate, they just look really exciting, really, really colourful, like confetti. But it's not the most exciting in terms of flavour. It doesn't
really have a taste, does it?
No, just green.
I'd say that's an entry-level edible flower, because some of these more powerful flavours, if you're a bit like, oh, I'm not sure, that's like a really pretty, but really kind of, you know, I'd say an entry level. So if you're a bit scared about trying them, try that one first.
Okay, so
it's like work your way up.
Yeah,
it's like when you go with wine, you go in with like an entry level wine, and then you kind of work your way up.
Chardonnay with a bit of lemonade in, very first one. So I'm going to have a go with Californian poppy, a Schultzia.
Yeah.
Californica, beautiful, beautiful sort of velvety orange petals there. So you can rip the petals into strips. You can actually, some of the chefs have hole punched it, so you've got this orange dots across your plate.
Wow.
Really exciting.
This is so smooth.
Really smooth and soft. You can't believe it's edible, but it tastes a little bit like sunflower seeds to me. And it's got a real earthiness to the end of it. Again, it's not a super exciting flavour, but a good entry level flower, edible flower to try. But you just get a little bit of extra, which again elevates the salad or whatever you're eating, the cold dish you're eating.
It's got a bitter aftertaste, but like you say, if you mixed it in with like your rocket or like a duller leaf, which hasn't got anything, then it would definitely spice that up. I am going to get you to
try this calendula. You don't have to smell it, but again,
we used to do this at home. So with the sprouts at Christmas, me and my brother would be like.
So again, very similar to your sunflower seeds. Not got a huge amount of flavour, but calendula is really, really soothing. So you can infuse it into a tea. You can use it in skin cream. It's a really common skin cream for dry skin. So it's got lots of medicinal properties there.
And look, again, looks so pretty. And if you want a really zingy dish, look at the
orange and blue, perfect combination.
That would be amazing.
That's fantastic, even with the purples as well. Look at that. So rocket, when your rocket goes to seed, don't waste it. Get that in your face, and it's really peppery. It's
Can you eat all of that?
Yeah, put the whole thing in, absolutely. And again, if you're taking the flowers off, you're sending the message to the plant that it hasn't succeeded in producing seeds, so it starts to grow more leaves. It's more productive, so you get a longer season out of it. That
just literally tastes like, if you had your eyes closed, you would think you were eating rocket leaves.
Yes, yeah, but you've got instead a cream flower that dances across your plate, with beautiful veins. Look at the veination on the back of them.
It is amazing.
Really pretty. Really
and it's quite hot
pretty.
today, so these are a bit wilty. But,
but
if the chefs are literally, the chefs are literally just picking them, coming out and using them.
Yeah. And again, they get tweezers and they pick off the chives. We've got garlic chives and normal chives here. And again, it's a real pop of onion. Think about all the antibacterial properties of onions, antifungal, antibiotic. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice with a bit of cheese, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Or you could get some soft cheese and just like run that through it.
You just sprinkle those purple ones across the top.
Yeah. Are they garlic chives?
Those are the chives. Those are garlic chives. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. How about this one as well? Sweet alyssum, which I remember as being very much a Victorian-style bedding plant at Granny's house.
We used to get this growing through all the cracks in my mum's paving.
Well,
those flowers actually from the garlic chives have like a peppery aftertaste, don't they?
They do, yeah. Yeah, you're going to have all these flavours in your mouth. You won't need any lunch now. So you can eat all of that. So
really?
sweet alyssum.
Including
really,
the fly?
Really super sweet. You can have the fly for free.
You're vegetarian, so how do you get around the flies?
I give them a good shaking. I encourage them to go elsewhere. So really, really sweet, but with a very faint cabbagey aftertaste.
It is quite cabbagey.
But cabbage which is a great thing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's one of my favourite veg.
You know what spins me out a bit? If you're eating something that doesn't look like what you think it is.
Exactly. And I think a
And
lot
that's
of
all
those
about
things,
an experience.
Yeah, because we're looking at flowers and going, who would eat flowers? So in your mind, you're not really ready to eat them all. I mean, violas, sweet violas, gorgeous little smiley faces there. Normally we would, you'd crystallise them, so you'd coat them in something like an egg white or agar, and then dust them in sugar and they dry slightly. And again, it's really common to see them pressed into wedding cakes nowadays. It's really fashionable at the moment. And these cost £3 or £4 for a tiny punnet, but we can pick thousands a week, so the chefs can use them across the big weddings and events. They're not the most sensational, but they've got a lovely fragrance of sweet violas.
I feel like it tastes a bit like germaline.
Does it? I've never tried eating germaline. But
Okay, so I have a thing, right? So you know how like goat
Tastes
cheese
like the smell of.
tastes like you're just sniffing a goat?
it does smell goaty.
That
yeah,
tastes
yeah,
like
yeah.
you've just
I hear
eaten
you.
some
Right,
germaline.
okay, so let's really try with these then. So you can eat the leaves of these as well, but the flowers are edible, and this is oyster leaf.
Okay.
So this is really expensive to buy, so I'm really pleased that we grow it. The flowers come out and they start off
You eat the flowers
blue.
or
yeah,
leaves
the whole
or
thing.
the whole thing?
Blue, start off blue and then they age down to pink. No, other way around, sorry, they start off pink and age down to blue. And if you eat seafood, they will taste a little bit like oyster.
I've never had an oyster.
They might taste of mushrooms to you then. And so we serve them a lot with
They've
seafood.
got like a sea kind of,
Yeah, and it's quite
a
a sort
beachy
of,
kind of taste.
yeah, and it's quite a meaty type flavour, which is really strange if you are eating a flower, because you don't expect it to have that sort of texture. So it's not unpleasant, and again, that on a piece of cod is apparently absolutely incredible.
I'm just going to get some of this again.
Yeah, the
I
sweet
feel like
Alsam,
I've still got a
cleanse
bit
your
of
palate.
something in my teeth.
Well, we've got 4 or 5 more still for you to try. So fennel
Love it.
flowers.
Yeah.
The chefs again absolutely love the pollen. So we get the flower, when it's got the pollen on, get all the thunderbugs off, the pollen beetles off, and dot the pollen across a dish, and it's super sweet with that tiny hint of that fennel aniseediness.
The sweetness of that is insane.
It's almost overpowering, isn't it? It's almost more sweet than sweet.
It is, isn't it?
But that means you can use that to elevate the flavour of something without adding extra sugars.
That is incredible.
So, this is where we should be going if we're
Yeah,
trying to reduce sugars
absolutely.
in our diet, for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to kind of differentiate the taste of that
Yeah.
from this.
Yeah.
This is like a milder version.
Yes, yeah.
And then you taste
That's-
that and it's like,
Yeah,
whoa,
absolutely.
taste explosion
And we
from
sort-
one teeny little flower.
And we also associate that already with things like fish dishes, because you cook fennel with it, so we
Yeah.
associate it. But the anise hyssop is new, so it's
Yeah.
more exciting.
Yeah.
So nasturtium we've talked about before, haven't we? So nasturtium, you can eat the flower, the whole flower, the leaves, and you can even eat the seed pods. The seed pods are electric, really. They're amazing. You can pickle these like a spicy caper. And I'm talking to the bar staff about potentially using these for spicy margaritas. So from the kitchen garden, because that's grows very happily here.
Yeah.
Grows up other plants as a companion plant. Which one do you want to try?
I've
Eat the
tried.
flower. Put the whole flower in. Give that a go.
I have had the flowers before, and I like
I mean,
I
look
like
at-
these, the peppery. I mean,
at
that
the-
is insane.
yeah.
Do you grow that as a? There's the kick.
It's slapping you around the chops.
Do you grow those as a mixed like packet, or do you blend your own?
we tend to grow single species on different beds around the garden.
Oh,
They're
right,
really
okay.
good indicator crops as well. So black flies and aphids are attracted to them. So if we see them there, we know to put biological controls in. But we have them as single colours, so the chefs can then choose whether they want a mix or whether they want. So if you've got a particular wedding with a certain theme,
Yeah.
you could choose the red
That-
ones,
that
for
is just
example.
stunning, that
and
one.
that peach one's gorgeous, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So the leaves are edible as well.
Yeah. And again, what
It
I
feels
would
so
do.
weird.
It does feel strange, doesn't it? But we eat leaves all the time. We eat spinach all the time.
Yeah, you just don't think
You
it.
just don't think of
It's
it.
like when
but
you-
that you
yeah.
can just, again, if you tore that up across a salad, you wouldn't get that huge hit of heat. You'd get that warmth coming
Yeah.
through.
No, they're not as spicy as the flowers. I feel like a slug.
It looks like you're eating a biscuit. Right, what else
Can you
have we
sense
got
the
here?
trepidation? I've got this weird thing about eating things that I've grown myself.
Do you?
Yeah, I really struggle to eat my own salads.
Do you? Well,
Yeah, it's a weird one.
I just really like free food, so I'm very happy to forage for stuff. And everything's edible once, right? So this one, which is looking a bit wilted at the moment, is borage. Great for pollinators. It's always covered in hoverflies and bees. So the petals taste like cucumber.
Do they?
Yeah, and they are amazing. Again,
I thought this would have like Earl Grey vibes.
No,
That's what
yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
but
No,
not.
cucumber, very mild cucumber flavour. So if you again, freeze these into some maybe distilled water so you don't get any cloudiness in your ice cubes. Pop it into something like a Hendrick's gin, because Hendrick's has that cucumber flavouring as its lead flavour. So that works well. You can eat the back, but it's a bit furry, so it tastes a bit like the texture of Velcro. Yeah. But when it's pollinated, it goes pink.
That
So you
was
get
chop and
pink
drop,
blue.
or was that munch and sling? You need to introduce that.
That was drop and run, wasn't it? Hilarious. And these ones, again, this is oxalis, which loads of us grow. Loads of us grow as a houseplant or in the garden. This one's called iron cross because it's got that red cross in the middle.
Yeah.
Eat the flowers, you can eat the leaves. This tastes very much like sorrel, which I know you like. Is that sour apple, like a green apple flavour.
Ooh. Mm.
And with the leaves, obviously, we'd use these because they're decorative on the
Can you eat the whole
on a
thing?
plate. You can eat the whole thing. With anything that's sort of sorrel flavoured, that acidic.
I like that.
Yeah,
It's like a Granny Smith's
yeah,
almost.
exactly.
You know when you bite
That
into
really,
it and it's like,
really green
but
tang.
good. Yeah.
You can puree it up as a green sauce and just dot it along your plate. If you've got something really fatty like pork, it will really lift it. But that in itself is really refreshing,
Yeah, it
isn't
is,
it?
yeah,
It's amazing
yeah.
stuff. And let's see, the final thing that I've got here. This, again, the flowers are tiny, 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 so it's quite an effort to use them. But this is lemon verbena, and this is one of our absolute favourite king herbs in the gardens. So give that a good rub and smell that first.
do you make like a tea with this?
You can make a tea with it. You can make a
Ooh, the
dessert. We can make a
zinginess of that.
cordial with it. So
I love that.
it smells like lemon sherbet, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Some people say washing up liquid, but I think it's a
Yeah, that's true.
real lemon sherbet. Well, we all smell things differently. You forget that, don't you?
Yeah, and what's funny is as soon as you mention something, then it's
It
hard to get it
sits
out
in
of your
your
mind.
head,
So if you sniff
absolutely.
that and think, it's like chocolate cosmos. If
Yeah.
you smell it and then you don't think of chocolate, it's like,
Yes.
is that really chocolate? And if
Yes.
you do, you can kind of like really convince
Yes.
yourself.
And I have to, when we take people on kitchen garden tours, because you can book onto a tour with one of the garden's
Oh,
team,
can you?
and we'll take you around for 45 minutes and we try things. But I always make a point of telling people what things taste like,
Yeah.
because what I don't want is for somebody to try it and go, but I really hate lemon, or I really, really don't
Right.
like mushrooms. So
Yeah.
I manage their expectations.
Yeah.
And we have to be careful. I mean, we don't have anything that's allergenic here, but we do have to be careful in case people have sensitivities. But that tastes really different to the smell. So what are you tasting when you eat it?
I'm eating it with trepidation because it smells so potent.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I've
No,
just
it's
licked
not.
a bar of soap.
I mean, it is used quite often as an essential oil for things like perfumes and candles. A lot of people say it smells like candles, but it's a lovely tea, really nice tea. And again, the chefs here use it as a cordial and a syrup
Oh,
in a
nice.
dessert, as
Yeah.
a gel as well. So it's a really great plant. It gives you fantastic value for money. And we have got a plant here that I don't know if you're feeling brave enough to try. This
No.
is known as electric daisies, or the toothache plant. And it has, when you put it in your mouth, it's a sensation of a sort of slight electric shock, but it does actually temporarily paralyse your taste buds. So it used to be used to help counteract toothache and pain in your mouth.
Oh.
And I gave it to
Oh, I thought it gave you toothache.
no, it was used as a local
Ah.
anaesthetic.
Oh.
So I gave it to a few people yesterday who were feeling very brave, and they actually quite liked it, but they did say it distorted their taste buds for about 15 minutes.
Did it?
Yeah, you up for a try?
I feel like I should now.
I think you probably should now. I've sold it to you, haven't I? There you go.
If I have half, is that like eating half an anaesthetic?
Let's go with that, yeah. Let's see what happens.
Ugh.
It's quite sour.
Do you know what it tastes like?
Bitter. Go on.
A carpet shop smells.
I'm
New
smelling
carpet.
that now. Yeah, it's a new carpet smell. Some people really love it, but a lot
God,
of
that
people
is weird.
don't. It's weird, isn't it? Let's go back to some begonia. Let's see if you can
Wow.
taste the begonia flower that you tried earlier.
That feels like you just sandpapered your tongue.
Is it taking all the taste out of your mouth?
Yeah. Oh, that's the weirdest thing ever.
I think I've broken you, Lee, haven't I?
I think you have.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like I can't breathe. That's just the
Some
weirdest
water
thing
for
ever.
you.
Okay. Maybe don't try the last one. Unless you're going to have a tooth taken out. I'm going to stay here and eat some more begonias. Not that I can feel anything on my mouth because I can't. I want to say thank you so much
You're never going to talk to me again now, are
for
you?
that intriguing educational. The kind of the worst things going off, and now it's just like feels really weird. Have you got a book out or anything?
No.
I feel like you've got a book in you because I'm still hesitant, particularly after that, to go out and start munching on plants because there's like a nervousness that you're going to find the right variety.
And you do need to make sure you check first, because there are quite a lot of edible flowers that look like other edible ones and they really aren't, or they just taste horrible, they're not great for you. So we research everything really carefully before we grow it in the garden here, and we test it, we eat it ourselves and check before it goes to the kitchens. And occasionally the chefs will say they forage something and ask us to find it for them.
Okay.
But yeah, you do have to be a little bit mindful because you could end up with an accident like that.
Do you know the really cool thing about plants is, clearly that does not want anybody to eat it.
You're absolutely right.
So if a goat or a rabbit comes along and has a nibble, it's going to be off.
Yeah, you're not going to graze it again.
And it's not going to come back.
And that's exactly what all the botanicals are. The botanicals are there to attract in pollinators and to deter pests. So the sharpness, the acidicness that you get there, the licorishness, they are all designed to put predators off. But we've evolved alongside them, and we have learnt to like some of them and tolerate them, because that is such a strong flavour. A lot of people won't like that, but most people do. But we've evolved to like it. Other animals and insects won't touch it.
Right. Thank you. I'm now going to go and feed some of that electric
Daisy
to the cameraman.
I'm so sorry if I've broken you there.